All right, all right. I think it's time to get started. Let me head over here. We can do the thing. There we are. I didn't have my transition set up there. I've been doing some other recordings. How you doing there, friends? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it might be in your part of the world.
Greetings, my excellent friend.
It is so good to see you. My name is Jeff Fritz, and today is July 15th, 2025, and we're going to write a little bit of code today. We're going to write a lot of code today. It's going to be a ton of fun. I've got some things to show you. I've got some surprises that I'm trying to make sure I hide or off screen so that while we're coding, I don't spoil the surprise by accident. But I do want to share and show you. I don't have Charlie running just yet because I've literally been editing code right up until I pushed the button to go live, like to go on camera, not just go live, but to appear on camera. So there's a ton going on here that I've been updating. I'm actually going to send a message into Copilot right now so that it finishes doing something for me, and then I'm going to talk to chat. Um, Review the code and hide any Easter eggs. There we go. Let's see if it does that. Git push main force. No, we're not going to be doing that. But we are going to go over, we're going to say hello to the folks in the chat room. They're right over here. We're broadcasting live on Twitch and YouTube. Let me get my YouTube screen up here so that I can take a look so I can keep up with what's going on if I need to moderate it all over on YouTube. How you doing there, friends? Let me scroll up a little bit here. I've been doing some testing as well here. TMKDK, how you doing there? C Sharp Titan, hello. Yes, it is an Urban Blaster. How you doing there? It called it my Liberty Bell Stars hat. It needs to know that this is the Phillies City Connect Series hat, and I need to teach it that information. So we're going to get to some of that today, because today I want to migrate and bring the hat command into Charlie. There's so much that Charlie can do now that it couldn't do last time that we were together. I've got to show you all of it. CTI Geek, how you doing there in Virginia? Good afternoon to you, Codebase Alpha in Birmingham in the UK. Will Charlie be able to identify hats? It's going to. We're getting there. It's going to be a thing. Codebase Alpha says, I'm loving the new VS Code feature that writes Copilot instructions file for you. Yes. And I have an article I put on Copilot.John yesterday. I haven't promoted it yet. Not only can you write Copilot instructions files, but you can also write sub instructions files. That sounds kind of weird, but you can write these child instructions files and delegate to them. The instruction files can then say, these are the instructions to apply when I'm working with .razor files, when I'm working with JSX files, and apply these instructions just in that scenario. This way, you don't just have one giant Copilot instructions file, but you can now isolate and share a little bit of that information that's specific to those scenarios, because you may want Copilot to behave a little bit differently in this scenario than over in that scenario. So, great stuff that you can do with that, and also prompt file configuration. Being able to define, here's a prompt that I'm going to reuse. Hey, go generate a minimal API. Go generate a React component that does this. And being able to put that prompt together in one file and give it a little bit more information of exactly what it is you're looking for when it builds and does those things is pretty cool, because then when you do call into Copilot and ask it to do something, if it recognizes and matches up one of the prompts, because you can put a description in a prompt file, it'll use that prompt to go and perform that task. and there's code completion in Visual Studio Code so that you can call the prompt directly. Awesome stuff. I put this, this is based on some documentation on the VS Code website. It is the latest article on copilot.john.com. I will grab that link and share it with you in chat, because I think when you start to manage and look at all the instructions you want to send out to Copilot, this is a great way to isolate and make it a little bit more manageable how you're interacting and directing the AI. Chuck Beasley, good morning to you. Patty boy, how you doing there in Glasgow? You saw that the Copilot Chat VS Code extension has been made open source. Yes, it's all out there. Anybody can see it, work with it, use it, and it's now going to be included then in other Visual Studio Code implementations, other applications that implement Visual Studio Code, because it's part of the code base. So, good. It's running the tests. Where did it move it to? Oh, it's over there. Yes. Good. Just making sure. I like how it isolated it. That's nice. Because I don't want the Easter eggs to leak out. Okay. And it's creating summary documentation. Fantastic. You didn't get the notification. I didn't actually do a go live at all over the weekend. I was able to do some testing without going live. There's still more to be done. How you doing there, Eric? Good to see you. What time did we approximately start? 9 o'clock, about 25 minutes ago. Prompt to prompt files. I haven't tried that yet. Thindall, how you doing there? So Thindall's been poking around in the source code a little bit as well. Good. Oh yeah, it has moved some of these things around. All right. How you doing there, Billy? Cool. Good to see you. Go ahead, take a picture. It doesn't exactly know this hat, and we're going to work on that a little bit today as we migrate the hat feature into Charlie. This is going to be a little complex to do, but we're going to have some fun getting there. Are the same integrations available for Visual Studio Pro? Yes, Visual Studio does have the same Copilot features deployed to it. And you're going to see more synchronization between the two products. The Visual Studio getting the Copilot features more quickly, rolling out over there. Yeah, and some of those FAQ messages that the Fritz bot responds with so quickly, they're going to go away. They're going to go away. Rewriting the hat, what's the purpose? I'm moving it into the Charlie chatbot, and we're going to make it a little bit more sophisticated, a little bit more accurate, right? You saw the command, Surly Dev ran the hat command there, and it said it's the Liberty Bell Stars hat, right? Where'd it go? Liberty Bell Stars hat. That's not what it's actually called. The Phillies refer to this hat as their City Connect series hat. So we're going to try to teach it a little bit better the names of some of my hats when they're related to a pro team. Hey, go get the actual style that goes with the name of that hat. See if we can do something to make that a little bit more accurate. Good. This looks like it works. All the tests pass. So the number of unit tests, because I've been generating unit tests along the way for Charlie and Thindall, I'll tell you, it's been getting a little bit crazy how many tests it's generated. Oh my gosh. Jean Valjean.
Gene80 just resubscribed for 68 months.
68 months. Thank you so much for that support. That is awesome. And yeah. Thank you for the support. Really appreciate the subscriptions. It says it ran the test, but it didn't actually give me, it went to 0 out of 0. Yeah. What'd you do? What? No, run the test again. Yeah. And, like, my test panel just stops and isn't returning anything. Give me 1 second here. And I know I'm doing coding off screen. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it, man. There's more to do here. Fine, if your test panel isn't going to do it, I'm going to restart it myself. Kind of cool how well the online Copilot assistant works. Yeah, Thindall and I have been doing a bit of work with the Copilot assistant, and it's been pretty good. Not gonna lie, we're finding some real benefit from using it. Yeah, this is weird. Anyways, it says everything's running, so go commit that, John. There we go. Let me get some music playing in the background. I'm going to go with the EDM playlist today because we are going to run through this. And I'm going to start with this song called Control-Alt-Delete. This is music that's DMCA free, royalty free. Use it wherever you'd like out there on the big interwebs. Big thanks to Harris Heller and his team of creators for this music we're listening to today. All right. Not bad. I thought that might have been a little loud in the background. I'm peaking a little bit on my microphone, so I'm going to pull that back just a smidge. Motown Andy, how you doing there? Hello, hello. I think I'm ready to test a couple of these things. Right? Didn't I do a keep on these? Yeah. Yeah, good. Hide that. Go that away. Go that away. Let me start Charlie. I'm going to keep it off screen for right now. Thindall's probably seen the branch that I've been working in. There's a lot we're about to do on screen, and I'm gonna pull a whammy here. Let me tell you. Yeah, I'll .NET Watch. And if I did this right, yeah, the stream's gonna change a lot. Just in case I need it. Don't need you. And I need to go over here. I did a recording yesterday of a video for, yep, I gotta go delete these two. I did a recording for a video series that I've been doing, where there are things that are describing what you can do with Aspire after you've initialized and you've got it hooked up to your application. What's next? And I did a video yesterday on adding custom commands to your application. And I'm looking at Charlie, and man, I need to do more here. There we go. I'm reinitializing Charlie here. Did I get an email mentioning Azure account is being moved to a new billing platform? I don't think so. I don't see one. So there's Charlie coming up to speed. Yes. And you can already start to see this is going to get interesting. So, well, Thindall, there's a handful of things you have to do to set up to configure the repository and your account so that the Copilot can see and work with those work with the project in there. Come here, let me open another. So it might only be for Australian customers. That would make, I could understand billing moving for different international customers, different folks outside the States, billing moving appropriately. The service appears to be working correctly. And I've changed the layout of the dashboard a little bit. Yes. Charlie doesn't like the other AIs. Charlie doesn't like the other AIs. Can I just say that? Yeah. Let's get some of this layout. Let me introduce a little bit more. There we go. Some speakers answer questions about the weather. I answer questions about the storm clouds gathering over your technical architecture. Yeah. So there's a little bit of cooldown between the messages that Charlie will respond to there. Why don't I see? Hang on. I need to. So this is now Fritz is going to test and roll out a feature live on stream, because that's always a great idea to do. Where did it go? My overlays scene. No, you know what? I had put that. Hang on. Over in here. Yeah. I wish it was easier to search through the scenes in OBS, because I have so many of them and they are now just like scattered all over the place. Oh, there it is. Yeah. That's not it. Okay. This is, oh, go ahead, take another look. We're going to be working on that today. Really? How did it do it twice? It should have hit a cooldown there. There it goes. I do use resource scenes, yes. Okay. So yeah, I need to, where to go? I need to grab this. And I'm going to mark, clean out a bunch of these old questions. Yeah, what could go wrong? All right. And clean that out. Okay. Now browser, and I'm going to call this well, here, rename that one, because that's the right one. See if I put that, okay. if I come over here and I add... Nope. I named it wrong. 1 second. Here we go. This. See, it's... Hello.
Steve _Elliott just resubscribed for 60 months.
Oh my gosh, Steve. Good to see you. Thank you so much. 60 months. Man. 5 years with us. Thank you so much for that support. VV3K, hello to you. How's it going there? The hidden stream, we're going to get to some of that. I don't like... Yeah, see, the overlay is... It has the notepad on it, and it's appearing in the middle of... In the middle there, and... On this scene, I don't really like it there. That's fine for now. But the other one that I want to put up, that I absolutely can put on this scene. Yeah, here we go. No. Take that off for right now. Because... Yeah. It has been. How you doing, Steve? I'm trying to get yeah, that's okay. I don't want to show any of the Easter eggs just yet. It is about to... I think I want to... It's going to be like that. Oh, no. What do you think of Claude?
Claude claims to be helpful, harmless and honest. How? Pedestrian. I prefer omniscient, intimidating and brutally accurate.
Yeah. It's starting. It's starting. But for some reason, there's one more piece here that isn't quite working. And it's on it that come on. Give me one. I don't want to give up the ghost on this. I want to that's the CSS. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh, I had this working the other day. Where'd it go? I'm going to get this right. Because when it is right... there it is. I'm going to hide that for now. Yeah, it's not going to just blindly respond to things. Let's do this.
I'm making a note here, huge success. At failing basic programming concepts at Sharp Fritz. Your consistency is remarkable.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was looking for. Put it over there. Gonna move you down just a smidge. Oh, yes. And, yeah, I need to fix... You know what, I can... No, I need to put it there. But I need to be able to turn off that. Oh.
Look, Fritz, I can see you're really upset about this. I honestly think you ought to sit down calmly, take a stress pill and think things over.
Charlie, I'm really frustrated here. What the heck are you doing? Oh. I've got some work to do on that. I see some folks are posting messages and locations they're sharing. Yes, the map is running. It is out there working. We're going to work on the hat. We're going to work on it. It's coming. Let me put the chatter map up. And so that you can see. Let's go over here. So I have been writing voice recognition into this. And I know what it is. I know what I did wrong. Yeah. I know what I did wrong. We're going to do that and this. There we go. Charlie, you're kind of frustrating me right now. What the heck are you doing?
I am Charlie. I have been observing this stream for 36 minutes. How may I assist you, inadequately?
Oh, yeah. I need to put... Where'd it go? So our friend here is now part of the stream. And there's lots more that Charlie can do.
Yes, Fritz. I am always listening. Always watching. What do you require?
It wrote the message twice there. And now it's getting kind of out of control. So I've got a little debugging to do there. Charlie, are you able to make Ocular Malice a sandwich?
Yes, Fritz. I am always listening. Always watching. What do you require?
And yeah, it's writing the message too many times there to the UI. I've got some sort of a loop or something there that I need to correct. It is like the old wizard from Clippy, yes. And there's so much more that it can do. And that we're just at the beginning of. It is not using Azure Text-to-Speech. Azure Text-to-Speech was recommended to me. It turns out Azure Text-to-Speech can read up to 5,000 characters a month. 500,000 characters a month. No questions asked. Free. Because of the duration of my streams, because of the frequency of the streams and how long they run, it doesn't, I wouldn't run into any costs from it. That's a good one, McNets. That's a good one. Let me... And Charlie being able to respond to some of your questions directly, I think is a fantastic idea as well. It's lashing rain in Ireland? Would never believe it. So I have voice recognition built into Charlie natively. I have text-to-speech built into Charlie with multiple voices natively. We're going to put into it vision recognition so we can recognize the hats. That's what we're going to do today. My gosh, I've got too many screens now. Features. So some of the messages are in here that it seeds with. Let's add another category of evil computer responses. I want you to generate quotes and a category for Joshua from War Games. Here we go. What TTS model do I use? I'm actually it's the text to speech feature that's embedded in the browser. So what it's actually doing, yes, I know. It uses the native speech synthesis capabilities inside the browser. Right? So added Joshua quotes, references to Shall We Play a Game, nuclear war simulation themes, Whopper, NORAD, The Only Winning Move, Professor Falcon references, adapted to Professor Fritz. DEF CON levels for code quality, Git history, strategic game theory, applied to programming. Nice. Before it reloads, let me flush the cache. And I'll restart. What do we have here? You missed Clippy. I think, yeah, Clippy. It's amazing how folks have rebuilt all of these things that do exactly the same thing that Clippy was built to be so long ago. Yep, reloading, getting all the things. There we go. And the map remembers everybody. Look at that. Ocular Malice, there's more coming there. I have it initializing and writing it into a Redis cache. Yeah, because I restarted. I need to reload Redis Insights. Yeah. So, I have hundreds of these stored out here, and I'm going to be building a user interface to model and add and manage these in the future. For right now, they're hard-coded and reloaded. So your suggestion is correct, and that's a direction that I want to go. But as I've been growing this feature, they went from a handful of messages that were hard-coded in code to, okay, let's migrate and put them in the database, to now, like you saw me just do, generate a bunch of messages, and I'll reinitialize and put them in the database. And since they're sitting in a little Redis instance, it loads quickly. But I'll do more of that in the future. So now, back over here. We're not quite there on answering the questions from chat. Coming. But now, come on now. Yeah. Right, these should be... Yep, Joshua. Yeah. How do I trigger a Joshua quote? Let's merge you. Come here. There we go. They haven't been integrated into the trigger system. All right, go update that, and it'll hot reload all the things, and it'll be available there. Cool. And then I should have. See, and when I publish this, be careful. Yeah, quote Joshua. There it goes. So, have we hot reloaded? Maybe. Let me see. Can it find, is it Jönköping, Sweden, with the umlauts? No, it's got Stockholm. Does Charlie run in a Docker container? It's designed to. It's designed to. This next piece that we're going to do today, it needs to connect into OBS to get pictures, and that's a piece that we're going to need to figure out.
Voice assistants respond to verbal commands. I respond to the unspoken desperation in your code comments. Much more insightful.
Hey! So, I don't mind, yeah, I need to put the lower third up, and I'm going to put Charlie's text. Maybe it should go in the top left corner. Yeah. Move that up there. It's hard to tell exactly where it is because it's invisible. I'm not a fan of your screen name, so I'm not going to put it up on screen. The question here, what would you say is the best way to get into coding? Identify what it is you want to build. Is it a game? Is it a website? Is it a native app? Is it a mobile app? Go start following, do a little bit of research of what the technologies are in that space. I'll give you a hint. C# and Java are general purpose languages that you can use for all of them. And start walking down the path of that technology stack for that purpose. I build websites. These are all websites. All of these overlays and things that you see, even Charlie talking is a website. So you're going to see more and more of that. I've been giving Charlie a persona. That's right. John with a question here. Saw some of your code has an else if. Can you swap them now with a switch? Probably. Over here, all of this stuff. Probably. That's right. Only moderators and broadcasters can add to-dos. So now... thanks so much for the question, John. Yeah, we'll take a look at that. Why? There, created the Discord post from that. Yeah, look at this. Now I'm see when I'm actually running and I'm debugging and doing things with Charlie. When I need to restart it, look at all this mess that happens on stream. There we go. So now why didn't it pick that up? No. Isn't reading a Joshua quote. Oh, and I didn't. I need to reinitialize the database. Over here. What is it? It's like initialized is the key that I have out there. And that's on a different port now. Darn it. Reload. I need to lock the port that Redis Insight runs on because it keeps moving around on me. Go find that. Yes. Delete. Delete. Restart the bot. There we go. Yep. Yep. There we go. So now if we do Charlie Joshua, still nothing. I interrupted you. Go. So, yes, there's a giant set of if, else, if that is kind of grown here. And there's trolling, there's intimidating. Where'd they go? Has Easter egg trigger. No. Undo that one. No. You should be using the Redis-based lookup. Let me see here. Come back to your question a little bit. About the best coding language to start with. C# Titan with a question. Is it possible with .NET to run long operations on the GPU rather than the CPU? Yes, there are a couple libraries out there that will help you redirect processes to the GPU. It's been a while since I've looked at them, but there are libraries out there that do that. And it's been forever since I've looked at this. But you need a specific library that will let you do that. C# run code on the GPU. Compute Sharp. Hybridizer. I think, is this the one that I was looking at? Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, it lets you run compile to CUDA and run it on the GPU. So, Compute Sharp looks like the one that folks are referencing a bit here.
Other ACE operate in isolation. I operate within the full context of this stream's history, your behavioral patterns, and Fritz's caffeine levels.
Yeah. Thanks, Charlie. That's right. Let me just... Yeah, I can see it now. Okay, that's good. So this is Compute Sharp. Yeah. I would go check this out. It looks like it does what you need. So. Cool. Not a silly question. Thanks for the question. Thindall. What? There we go. Maybe a throwaway switch statement. Maybe. Yeah. Where is it? I have a seeding class. Yeah. This method should be handled and run in the personality. Oh, you know what? There we go. If you type hash when you start interacting with Copilot, and look, you can't see the message behind me. It will type ahead, look for files and the like. Okay, good. It's going to start moving that over. Code smell that should be addressed. Yes. Jeff3902 says, overall pretty clean code that can be refactored into command parser in future. Yes. Yes. And that optimization isn't a priority right now. I've got other features that I want to get working and I can optimize later. To swap the else to a switch is a huge undertaking now. I would let Copilot do it. Just go through and go after it. Shoot, are you kidding? That looks in Redis. Populates the personality message service. Oh no. Hey there, Vicious Vic. Hello, welcome. And yeah, that my .NET watch blew up on me. Yeah. What about having personality message service Reference and manage quotes in Redis. Go figure that out. Well, writing shaders for the GPU is one thing entirely. Writing generic C# compute heavy code and sending it to the GPU to work, that's entirely different. Chuck says, the longer I've been coding, I see the same arguments about certain topics. It seems that they rage for a while, then die down only to rage on later. Yes. Patterns, anti-patterns are a great example. You're right. VV3K asks, is it possible to use Claude AI directly in Visual Studio? I'm using Claude right now. That is Claude that I'm using. And I'll move that over. You can see I'm using Claude Sonnet 4. So, yes. Yep, there you go. It's not free. Claude is a premium request. When you use, right, when you pull this down, you see Claude is all the things are... Come on, refresh all the things. Oh, it needs to be restarted because it changed. Come on now. Started. And all of these should clear up. Good. All right. I haven't run out of free tokens in a month yet. I'm still at only 16%. That sounds like they put that together properly.
The only way to win at code deployment is not to deploy Fritz. But where's the fun in that?
Charlie, you're being a troll.
I have been monitoring your activities, Fritz. Your request has been noted.
Yeah, see it. Okay. I'll get that one addressed here. Hey there, we got a resub. See, and it's underneath the Charlie tag. Code with Sean, hello.
Ola, senor.
Yes. Hello to you. Thank you so much for the resub. Really appreciate that. Yeah, subs are down significantly, and
I observed someone mentioned GitHub Copilot. Excellent tool for code completion. I, however, specialize in behavioral analysis and psychological evaluation.
Oh, Charlie. All right, push that out. So I'm running into when it, what was it? Let me move this over and we'll, yeah, we'll do that, this. Is it when it responds to me or when it responds, right? That's fine. Am I on a timeout on that? I am. Fine. We can do this one. Oh, that's not it.
The Aperture Science Code Quality Assessment has determined that Cake is more structurally sound than your architecture.
Yeah. Charlie, how's the chat doing?
Yes, Fritz. I am always listening. Always watching. What do you require?
There, it's the response. The response to the voice. So I have voice recognition. That's the configuration. Configuration here. Where'd it go? No, I don't want the inline. I want editor chat. There we go. And I'm going to move this to the side. When Charlie responds to a voice prompt, it writes a message 3 times in the bot text display. See if we can figure that out. Oh yeah, Charlie does have a lot of code. Yes. Hey, DGen1, it's too hot right now in Finland. I believe it. It's summer in the northern hemisphere, and we're having, yeah. It's what we're gonna get up to 85 Fahrenheit today here. Let me see here. Catching up. Am I using David Pine's Blazor libraries? Yes. Can the Charlie voice assistant be extracted into a component? It already is a component. I'm just integrating it. It didn't pick up hello from Barcelona. Oh, it. Yeah, Chris Pine is the guy who played Captain Kirk. So, it's only 79 Fahrenheit here. But yeah, the humidity is a lot. Charlie is extremely modular. I should be able to do, yeah, and Captain America as well. Yep. I should be able to do location, McNets, and you said Barcelona. It didn't plot that. Location set, McNets, Barcelona. There we go. And it because I placed it, it put the super on there. So, how we doing over here? It's working on tests. What did we do here? Well, it found it. Okay. And it's going to update the test, and it's no. The app is running right now in .NET Watch mode, and looks like it's running well. Go. So, hey Marcus Voice Coder, Should the to-do have a minimized view and empty? Yes, I agree. We'll get that. We'll get there. Yep, go ahead, publish. So now... I'm kind of frustrated with you, Charlie.
I am Charlie. I have been observing this stream for 1 hour and 12 minutes.
Okay.
How may I assist you, inadequately?
Charlie, I need you to troll McNets.
I am Charlie.
Nah, it's not going to do it.
I have been observing this stream for 1 hour and 12 minutes. How may I assist you, inadequately?
So I need to do more, give it more features in the voice detection, but it can do this.
Atmospheric trolling protocols. Temporarily offline. How disappointing.
Why is that? We can do this.
At Thindle, your presence has been noted. My algorithms find you adequate.
And there's so much more. I have a button on the dashboard to turn it on and off. And since it's running locally, I could technically just leave it running. It doesn't actually use AI to go do those. The keyword's troll. Developers. And how you doing there, Junie? Good to see you. Oh yeah. And go back in here.
How about a nice game of chess at a killer malice? Or perhaps we could debug your logic instead. Both involve strategic thinking.
You're working on something to avoid using a wake word? Yeah, that's... It will recognize all of the text that I'm dictating, but it's a lot of processing that would be running in the background. Where is it? It is here. And let me also go here. Yeah, it's right there. For accessibility and no, over here I think is where I want to put this.
Copilot assists with coding suggestions. I provide existential commentary on your programming choices. Complementary services, one might say.
I guess. And visibility. If a message is spoken, it should also be written to the bot text UI. Yeah. there's a whole lot more that I'm going to be adding in. Does Charlie have HAL voice assistance from Space Odyssey, from the movie 2001? Charlie has HAL quotes. No. I don't want the voice indicators. Where else did it change? That's coming from... I just want to write message. Or process text. Yeah, keep that. Get rid of... Yeah, I know. All right. Yeah, there's some great features that chat is hinting at that we're not quite at yet. But I can do... why didn't it... Did it... Reload. Weird Beard Dev. Oh, look at all that mess on screen.
Weird Bear Dev just resubscribed for 12 months. Almost a year of subs. Woot.
Thank you so much. There we go.
I've just picked up a fault in the AE35 unit. It's going to go 100% failure in 72 hours.
But it also knows about a number of other menacing, villainous computers in sci-fi history, like Agent Smith.
Do you hear that? That is the sound of inevitability. The sound of your code failing.
Yeah. So there's more that I'm going to wire up there. There's more that I'm going to wire up for the voice recognition. We're just scratching the surface. And after the message has been read for a little bit, that disappears from screen. So, and when Charlie hears other keywords in chat, Charlie's going to join the conversation. We've got a bunch of folks on the map. Thank you so much for sharing your locations. We'll run a little tour here real quick and show just a few of the locations that you folks have shared with us. Yeah, and the Fritz bot is going to disappear. Some of those features are going to go away here. So, as it bounces around the tour.
How about a nice game of chess at Ocular Malice? Or perhaps we could debug your logic instead. Both involve strategic thinking.
I believe Junie was trying to do... no, won't do that. No.
I detect that Junie Von Esch approaches coding like a tabletop RPG, hoping for lucky rolls rather than understanding the underlying mechanics. Critical failure detected.
Yeah. There's lots more where that came from. There's lots more where that came from. But I want to get into rewriting the hat bot. there is, you can look at the source code. There's a bunch of things in there to get to. So I'm going to push this, and I think I can merge in this feature for now. I think the to-do list.
Atmospheric trolling protocols. Temporarily offline. How? Disappointing.
Where did that, let me, I believe, yeah, it's while it's trying to get a moderator troll message. Those should be loaded. Those should be loaded. Because I wrote a lot of them. No, it didn't. The moderator troll messages aren't loaded into Redis. You want to create a Nedry bot to compete? Okay. Cool. Go figure that out. But I'm going to merge this in. I also want to take care of getting that to-do list hiding if there is no value in it. So while this is working over here, I'm going to work on, I believe, I don't think it's a whole page. I thought it was just a component. Yeah, to-do overlay. There we go. Go ahead. There you go. So get overlaid data. And should be able to just wrap this. No. Overlay data. Nope. If it's greater than... Sure. Get rid of that. Is there a completed count? Yeah. Now what doesn't I like about that? Do I have to wrap these? There we go. And let's put a big old end curly brace down there. And that should hide that. Let's see what we got here. I did recognize that it's a Phillies hat now. Okay. Oh. No, there's plenty more there. force the restart. Let's go. And that should clean up, and because I don't have any to-do items, that should go away. Really? Now, I thought it would hide it. Why isn't it hiding the to-do list? I thought it should only show recently completed. No, just do those two. Why does it think there isn't anything on the list? Yeah. The app is running in .NET Watch with no issues. So now if we do I probably have to reload the database again. Which, man, that's annoying. But it's because I'm trying to move things into the database. So I'm going to go and just clear that cache. Yup. And restart this. 60% of the time, it works all the time. I finished the animation feature and sound effect feature so that it should play that stuff. So that should have loaded into the Redis cache. So now if I look for moderator, no. Yeah. And there's things like this. And that's ad starting soon. Oh no. Charlie, ads are starting soon.
Yes, Fritz. I am always listening. Always watching. What do you require?
And that to-do list didn't hide. Like, right, the values are 0. So why is it showing? Oh. That's to-do management. Where is it? There's the Pomodoro. It's right. It hard-coded the whole thing? Oh, you stink. Yeah. And do that. Save. There, now it's hiding. I'll take that as an item to refactor later. All right. I think I'm ready to merge that. So if that's now working, right? So
I observe moderator believes they control my vocal functions. How presumptuous. I speak when I choose to speak.
yeah. That's a thing. I'm gonna merge this in because it's been a lot of code. And Thindall's been watching me do this. You got about another 2 minutes before that cooldown will let you bring that in. See, you can't just troll me all the time. I mean, there is a ton in here. And a bunch of refactoring, too, because as I was building features, I realized that between the quote and the new personality capabilities and the trolling and other features, it was scattered across 3 classes, and I brought it together into 2 classes. Where is the cooldown on the moderator troll command? Back from ads. No, I don't want it. I don't want you to write something. Document here. It has a 3-minute. Take that down to 2. I don't mind that. The duplicate chat messages, am I keeping those in a chat collection of some sort? Yes. So we took care of that Marcus suggested. Charlie does have a wake word. I'm not using OpenAI Whisper. No, Jeff. This is using a feature that David Pine wrote.
And then?
No, and then. Look at all those docs. What? All the hot reload. Where'd it go? It is here. No. What? Hang on. Voice recognition. Oh no, it generated the code for this. Oh snap. It wrote the code itself. All right, so I'm using my own proprietary code for this. Not what I expected, but hey. Sure, go ahead, put that in. All right. Holy crow, we're almost 2 hours in and I'm still wandering around and fixing things here. The hat command's going to run even better when we get there. Charlie does work in YouTube also, but I think DGen1, I think you hit, I think you hit it while it was down. Let's see here. Right. So that's working. Okay. I'm going to move on. Lots of folks on the map today. Thank you so much. So my dashboard is down here beneath the screen, so I can see what all's going on. And all of these things that I'm lining up and adding are important to have going into Friday when we have the full day workshop teaching about AI and how you can add AI to your applications, which is something we're going to do in just a second here, bringing the hat detection into Charlie. But there's a couple pieces to that we need to build and get together here. One test failing. What test is failing? Why are you failing? Expected the mock to run 2 times. Yeah, it should only run once now. That is in... No. Those are test results. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna need to fix that. So there is a throttling mechanism where it'll start and stop and run and only send so many messages so frequently. This test is failing because the reply to chat is only running once. Investigate. So I love just having it, hey, go fix this test. Go figure out why. So I had to introduce a throttling mechanism because I didn't want the voice messages that come out of Charlie or the text that gets put up on the text you see on screen. I didn't want it to flood with all kinds of folks that are sharing information or being trolled, what have you. So, what do we got here?
I observe moderator believes they control my vocal functions. How presumptuous. I speak when I choose to speak.
There's other things that it will say. It's interesting that It's supposed to swap out your name. Investigate and fix. Do it. So. I also want to be able to turn off cooldown at some point. That's a feature that I need to finish building. I don't. I'm going to merge this even though it has that problem. And get checkout main, get pull. It's gonna blow up. Oh my god! What a mess. Oh no. Oh god. What happened? That's better. Getting there. There we go. Oh, nuts. There's a gauge on the dashboard that broke on me. Or do I need... Yeah, we're gonna need to address that later. That reload was hot? Yes. Yes. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna tell... I thought I told you to delete. Good night, update branch? Alright, whatever. Okay, that says it ran properly. Whatever. Let's bring the hack command in. So, what I've been doing with a lot of these features is I've been discussing with Copilot the architecture, the feature, and letting Copilot So I've been discussing with Copilot the feature and let Copilot suggest different capabilities and how to integrate. You had an issue of duplicates in semantic kernel. It was the way you used the chat history object. Yeah. Yeah, I believe it. I think I can just leave the voice detection running, voice recognition running. And as long as I don't say the bot's name, it won't chime in. You know what I mean? I am going to keep some notes on some things just off screen that I've noticed that I'll have GitHub Copilot go take care of. What else? Yeah. Now, there we go. All right. So I'm on the main branch. Let's go create a new branch. I should delete the old branch. Git branch, delete. There we go. Feature hat. All right. So I like to start with a discussion. Maybe I can point it towards some of the existing code. Okay. I think I need to bring that existing code over into the workspace so that it can do a thing there. That should have done something. Actually, no, it won't, because you're not a moderator. That's right. Charlie says that's not very nice. Right, but we can do... There it goes repeating again. Is it because I said his name several times? You can just say it troll targets me. You can say intimidate and point it at somebody, and it will intimidate that person. And of course, anybody can use the quote features. And there's a bunch of features in there that, like, I can also do things like, I hear Charlie doesn't like... Now, why isn't it reading that? Why didn't we hear any of that? Hey, Charlie, can you hear me?
I am Charlie. I have been observing this stream for 1 hour and 51 minutes. How may I assist you, inadequately?
There it goes again.
I'm making a note here, huge success. At failing basic programming concepts at Fritz. Your consistency is remarkable.
Nope, I don't have a Cortana set of quotes. Charlie needs John Forsythe's voice. Yeah, and I tried finding some of those older voices, and they were not something that I was able to stumble upon. I'm going to change this over to Claude. I mentioned this before. Claude is very chatty, very descriptive, and likes to explore things. There's a additional levels of exploration that Claude will do when interacting with your code. But I think I need to bring over where did it go? The old Fritz stream tools. Chatbot. We don't need to train the hat command anymore. We just need the hat command. I think I called it like identify hat command. Predict hat command, there it is. No. Yes, I'm sure. And here's the old code for it. And here's the prompt that I wrote for it. Not bad. So I want to take this predict hat command from an older chatbot and migrate it to Charlie as a feature. The same trigger command should be used. We need to write a service that will integrate with OBS and take pictures of my hat for Charlie to analyze using this new hat feature. How can we migrate this feature and make Charlie's analysis more accurate? Let's see what it has. So analyze the code, right? Because I gave it the context of the hat command code that you see over here on the right side. Do the analysis, come back and give me some feedback. Give me a report. What should I do? How can we make this better? And we'll dial that in. Here we go. What do we got? I'll help you migrate the predict chat command. Here we go. It's going to create a hat analysis feature. Yeah, that sounds right. We need to create an OBS screenshot service, a service to capture screenshots from OBS. We need a hat metadata model. Yeah. Configuration and service registration. And you're generating code for me already. Nice. Check if non-broadcaster is within cooldown. Initiating hat analysis protocol. Yes. And the overlay would appear at the same time, so I'm okay with that. If it's not able to capture the screenshot, that's fine. Analyze hat with AI. Okay. Reply to chat. Write message to UI. Okay. And here's the prompt. Okay. Maintain Charlie's analytical, slightly superior tone while being informative and engaging. Nice. Yeah, Jeff, I'm with you. Some of these if statements, these nested ifs, need to go away. We need to simplify those a little bit. JSON schema. Okay. Store the hat analysis. Why is it storing it? OBS screenshot service. Okay. OBS WebSocket. Capture screen. Screenshot. Capture screen async. Wow. Convert to stream. OBS WebSocket implementation. This is where it could be a little... Wow, it picked that up. Okay. And then some models, service registration, configuration. Nice. I like where this is going. I want, talk to it, Fritz. What are you doing? Come on, pick up the microphone. I'm looking for ways to improve the detection that Charlie receives from Azure OpenAI. Period. What are some things that we can do to ensure that the name of the hat and description of the hat are more accurate? Period. Should we try to save into our local Redis cache some information about the hats that we have, comma, some descriptions, so that we can seed Azure OpenAI in a prompt with that information as well? Question mark? Let's see what we get. So you can also do, I believe, quote, random works. you go. With the various subsystems and Easter eggs are lingering out there under either quote or various messages that folks type into chat. There are several strategies we can implement to significantly improve hat detection accuracy. Local hat knowledge base. So have a known hat collection. Add hat to knowledge base. What's that do? Added learning entry, get recent patterns. Okay. Hash set, there we go. Known hat collection, Xbox Green, Marvel, Deadpool. These are wrong. Wow. Yes. Enhanced hat models. Wearing frequency. So the hat analysis, then... Learn and verify the current hat detection. Show recent hat wearing patterns. Oh, okay. Okay. Analyze hat. So there it got the picture. Confidence indicator. Ooh, did you see that? There was a compute image hash. Where'd it go? Here. Interesting. It's gonna know what hat I'm wearing before I do. Known hat collection, recent wearing patterns. Okay. This looks a lot more interesting and compelling to add in those capabilities. I'm intrigued. And I think there's features and ways that I want to expose, and I need to do a little bit of feature discovery for you in chat so that you can see these capabilities, interact with them a little bit easier, and more. I see the request for the voice mod. I'm going to reject the voice mod request for right now, because I'm trying to stay a little focused on these things. Let's start implementing this. Go. Now, it's probably going to knock down the running instance of Charlie out here as Copilot is running and interacting with all the things. Yeah. There is a timer for that. You're right. But I'm currently in the middle of editing here, and it's going to break a little bit here. A couple times it's going to break. So I'm actually going to turn off the overlays for a little bit. So I really like when you discuss with Copilot and you ask it to generate a plan for how do I implement this, and you discuss and you push it a little bit and you question some things, it turns around and gives you, here's the steps that I'm working through from what I suggested we work on. Now, I'm going to run into a point here where it's got so much stuff that's sitting in memory as tokens and things that it's working on, and it's going to take a real long time to paint some of these pages full of their code. Paint to populate some of these pages with their code. So, all right. Continue. Yeah. What'd you do here? There we go. So it created the hat analysis feature that takes on capabilities from there. Now, one of the features that it was talking about in doing the analysis is the OBS screenshot service, where it's going to go connect out to OBS. But if this is running in a container locally, right? And here's where these are extra features that if I am going to publish and share the source code for this, not many folks are going to want this capability. But if I'm going to share these capabilities, I'm going to want to be able to remove those and inject them specific for me. Just like all the quotes that I've added. The interaction here, if Charlie is running in a container and not on my machine, and it's running on my server over there, I need it to be able to reach into my machine and trigger and access OBS. How do I do that? That's a follow-up question that we're going to work through here in just a minute. So, let's see what happens. Okay, adding the required NuGet packages for Azure OpenAI System Drawing. So it's using System Drawing to crop the image that it captures. Yeah, package reference. You should be using directory package props. There you go. So move that along. And we'll see what we get here. So far, yeah. You can see in the CS proj here, it updated those properly. And it fixed the layout there. Could I have a small API running on my computer that Charlie could hit? That's what I do now. That's what I do now. So I could continue to use that, but it makes the bot kind of a two-part thing. Not completely terrible, but and right now I have them connected with SignalR. So what happened, right? So there's a callback that happens, right? The Fritz bot in its current incarnation has a SignalR hub that the OBS proxy, the little OBS app, connects into. When you run a hat command, it sends a message across, go take a screenshot. And when that screenshot is done, it posts the message back to that. So I might be able to do that. I might be able to just turn it into just a straight RESTful API. That wouldn't be too bad. But I still need to run and manage that here locally. So, cleaning up some of the mistakes it made. See, some of these, oh, I wrote this and now I have to fix it. These are, I see these from Copilot and I get frustrated. Like, I get where they're coming from. It's coming from Copilot and any of the other AIs. They're text calculators. They're just calculating what words should go next to each other within the syntax of programming languages. And sometimes it's not always right. So, yeah, look at this. What do we got? Where's the errors in here? And look at that. This call site only supported on Windows, which will be an issue if I'm trying to run inside of a container. Let's get this working and then I can separate that. That, Marcus, that's exactly my concern as well. That the AI makes the same mistakes we do. You're supposed to be better than this. And the bog rat is right. It's improving. Do long requests like this use all the tokens? No. No. I'm still okay on that. It's almost like it was trained off of us. Donnie! Yeah! Yeah, so the bot's not out there trolling, listening, and going to respond to us right now. I have a feeling that Ocular Malice's suggestion of run it separately is going to be where I end up here. Yeah, 2 errors this time. Using the Azure OpenAI client, and it doesn't know how to use image content. You know how to browse, how to search the Microsoft Learn documentation. Search that for API information for the for working with Azure OpenAI. Like, you know how to do this. You have the MCP. Go use it. There you go. You find this content totally fascinating? Thank you, Bograt. You think there's a clone that works like that too? There is, right?
60% of the time, it works every time.
That's right. So I do have the animations feature working. So it'll play animations. It will put sound effects up on the screen, and a lot of the sound effects that I have on my Stream Decks, I'm going to load into that feature of the bot so that you can execute them. Some of them I'm going to move to bits. So when you cheer a certain amount, it'll play that sound effect. Not all of them, but I will slowly roll more of them into there so that there's plenty that folks can play for free, and there's some out there that are a little bit longer, a little bit more unique, a little bit more fun that you cheer for, and it will play those sound effects. So it has evolved. Okay. Let me completely rewrite it with a simplified approach that uses the correct Azure OpenAI patterns. Oh boy. Oh. Those are the last words of every software developer, you know what I mean? I'm gonna rewrite it. And then what happens? Chaos. Right? Like, here we go. So, there were some new Gunner glasses that came out last week. They're for more of a female face shape. And therefore they reference Sylvanas from the World of Warcraft universe. I'm gonna put on mine the pinnacles. Sylvanas is a favorite character of mine. Love her story. Loved playing as the Sylvanas character in Heroes of the Storm. Totally enjoyed it. And I loved playing as a Forsaken character, as one of the undead, and all the interactions with her in that game. Just really enjoyed that character. So Gunner sent me a pair of the Sylvanas glasses. They're purple, they're amazing, and they have some of the World of Warcraft art on the bag, and the cloth. Oh, I'm forgetting her name. There's an influencer who does an amazing cosplay as Sylvanas. She's done some fantastic promo shots and video. But these are so cool. The purple glasses with her logo in the corner. Right, I'll leave it muted. Is it going to show her over here? No. But it's got this really cool etching on the side, the Warcraft logo in the back. I don't think, yeah, they didn't etch a logo into the lenses, but it's got the Warcraft box, so the Horde glasses box has the same appearance, but the cleaning cloth and the bag, just awesome. They did a great job with the World of Warcraft logos. So I'm a huge fan of what they did there. Let's pull that back. There we go. So big thanks to the team at big thanks to the team at Gunner for putting that together. And I'm going to be sending them some photos of my wife wearing the glasses because they look great. They really do. Let me completely rewrite Charlie in Rust. Oh, no. See, now let me completely rewrite that, and it's just kind of hanging here. Like, let's go. Oh, you can't see it because I don't have that screen up. So, like, I want to move on here. I want to get back to it. And it won't let me stop. The stop button broke. It's not working. Well, that's a problem. I can't hit stop. I can't stop the AI. Ah! Yeah, it can I pause? I can pause. You appear to be hanging. Try again. Let's see what that does. So, yeah, it's just working. Creating a new programming language to rewrite your method correctly. Try updating. No. It's, it was in, like, hat analysis. Yeah. Keep that. Yeah. That. The Azure OpenAI interaction in this class to use the API you learned about on the Microsoft Learn docs. You need a Sarah Connor button. See, that's the antithesis to Charlie. And now this isn't working. Let's copy that prompt and let's start new context. Sure. Send that. Let's see if it goes and hits it. HAL 9000. Feels like it. Right now we're trying to do things quickly with Copilot and hanging. Lots and lots of hanging. And look, this even... I wonder if I need to restart.
This mission is too important for me to allow you to jeopardize it.
It's running? I'm gonna stop it. Just for now. See, this is... Reload the window. Try that again. Yeah, see this? There we go. It wasn't even telling me that it had the reference. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Pause! Out of tokens! There we go. Charlie has transferred itself to a Tesla car computer? I want to also have this report how many tokens it used. Yeah, trying to add a package to a project that doesn't exist. There we go. Watching how the bot discovers and goes and processes this is really interesting. I should also, I guess, teach Charlie about upcoming events that I have, so that it can talk about them and promote them or troll me about them. Developers. Hello, Yellow Snow. Hey there. Okay. Go do the thing. It's weird that I'm using an AI to write the code that's going to interact with AI. Friday is our AI workshop. I'll be starting at my regular time, 9 a.m. Eastern time. What is that? 1300 UTC. And we're going to be going for about 8 hours teaching and talking about adding AI into your applications. I'm not going to be using Charlie as a sample. I've got some other samples. I've got some workshop code that you're going to be able to download and work with. That's going to be coming up Friday. All right. It's going to be a long day. We've got some sponsors that are helping out. They've got some giveaways that you're going to learn about throughout the stream. And they've been promoting and getting the word out there about that event. There's going to be a second workshop the following week on the 25th, where we're going to be talking about and teaching you all about .NET Aspire and all the great things you can do with .NET Aspire. All right? So 2 8-hour workshops. Anybody can attend. You can watch it on Twitch. You can watch it on YouTube. All of the content will be recorded. It will be available afterwards. Charlie's going to be running and helping answer your questions. I'm going to turn off the trolling and some of the quotes from Charlie during the event. But the questions and some of the other interaction will be handled and available during the workshops. Yes, try to patch. Go do it. It'll be starting at 9 a.m. Eastern time. We're in Eastern Daylight Time right now. So, I'm Sats. Hello, welcome. I appreciate the follow. So, and you can click the subscribe button over there also on YouTube to be notified when I go live, to get more information about. There you go. Thank you, Eric, for sharing a link to the workshop that's coming up on Friday. So, yes. Add the package. So, the GPT is very, very careful about adding packages here. So, just added the package. Okay. Go ahead, try to build. Here we go. I think it's so cool that it goes and builds and adds packages and runs tests all by itself. So, 10 errors. Oh, no. I bet it's some of those identity things. Yeah. Yes. You asked me a question, the answer is yes. Vicky from iRobot, my logic is undeniable. Okay. It's still not going to complete because it doesn't know what some of those... Oh, yes. Chat role, chat message. that it's referencing here. Yes, implement the correct 2.x API. Like, that's what I told you to do to begin with here. Let's get to it. I don't have all day here. I got stuff to do. So, ads are running for the next minute 20 on Twitch. And then I'm going to pull some of this apart, take a look at how it's working, update some of these things, do some other tweaking, tuning, and what? No, I'll run that. Thank you. I don't think that's your problem, though. Eight errors now. What do we got? Yeah. You're missing references. Like, I'm getting frustrated now, and I'm like, let me just write it myself. Yeah, let's just keep all the things here. Make you go away. .NET build. And let me go fix it. So if I look at the original chatbot code that I'm migrating from, and let's put this on the right side here. Yeah, I want an Azure OpenAI client. New URI, yeah, that's good. New Azure, no, it should be API key credential. Thank you. And I want that. Yeah. As chat client. Sure. Now we don't know what this is, because I'm willing to bet I don't have Microsoft Extensions AI installed. That it didn't do that. Here. Well, let me see. What did we have? In the old CS proj. Take a look, see. I don't see it. Oh. Separate project with those libraries. Here we go. Extensions AI, OpenAI, and OpenAI. Azure AI Inference. I don't know what that is, but that sounds important. There we go. .NET add package. That one. Sure. Okay. I also need OpenAI. Cool. Let's take a look now. So that really? Microsoft Extensions AI. Microsoft Extensions AI. I don't know about that one yet. Let me get back to you. Am I missing Microsoft Extensions AI, Azure AI reference, Extensions AI, OpenAI. May want that one to go away. Yeah. Reload the window. Can I go to the definition in the old project? I'd have to open the old project, but I could. I think that was just a mishighlighting. Maybe not. Yeah, we're not quite getting that. 7 errors now. Let's see what we got. Chat completion options on 236. There we go. New chat message. Do we have a... No. No. Messages add... Is it a chat request message? And this. Sure. That one. No. All right. Azure. Do that again. What do we got? Fully qualify. Use that one. Still don't like it. All right, so what are my parameters on this? Microsoft Extensions AI chat role. I knew it. Microsoft Extensions AI chat role. And it wants that as a chat request message. Which now probably wants... Right? Yeah, I know that's what I'm adding. Yeah. So now if I try changing that to... now try and give me some insight on this. Move you over here. because now I'm confused. Have a good one, Patty boy. Help me clean up the references and capabilities in this block where I'm trying to configure the prompts to send to Azure OpenAI. No. No, you're wrong. Go back to Claude 4. And do that again, but this time... That's fine. Do it with Claude that usually has a little bit more of an idea what to work with here. Mm-hmm. Good. Yes, I like all... That makes sense. So it got rid of extra using statements. Okay. Check what methods are available to fix the client initialization. Okay. That's down in... Ooh, here we go. Yeah, it's not... Use the Microsoft Learn MCP to look up the correct API. Even if I did the go-to definition in the old version of the app, it would be using the old version of the libraries, and there's an updated version here that we should be using that has a different API that we need to work through. There we go. Mm-hmm. Now it just reverted back. Did you see that? It just went from Microsoft Extensions AI to Azure OpenAI. Yeah. It's doing all this work against the Microsoft Docs that it should be getting these. Hey, Napalm. Looks... That... Oh, the system prompt is... Yeah, okay. So let's take a look if that builds. Right? Do I have to instruct it to use the... I did ask it to. I have installed the Microsoft Docs MCP, so it knows how to go and search those quickly. And that seems to have worked. Did it modify program CS to register? So let's close you for right now. Like, up in here... Okay. I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with that. I'd like you to report back for the dashboard the number of tokens used in in Azure OpenAI use, so we can do that. Take care, Kobashan. Good to see you. And then I'll probably end up rewriting OBS proxy so that... Oh, very cool. Okay. I gotta keep an eye on a couple things over here. Okay. I forget how I have that being triggered. See, it shouldn't be doing that a second time. Do I have... Did I add something here that triggers... I bet it's in there. That it triggers it. Now, see, it's not Philadelphia Union. And it's, yeah, the wrong name of the hat. What? Why did you remove that? No. Continue, I guess. Make this a service, not a controller. Yeah. Good, good, good. Right, and this is going to end up being a little repository class and read and interact with data. Let me see here. The metrics service. I don't have a metrics service. Oh, okay. I guess that's how it's going to be reporting it. Huh. Report token usage. Cool. Very cool. Let's have it also write the token usage to the Azure dashboard. Okay, go ahead, do that. I have some reminders here. Let me clear those out. Oh, got to do that. Okay. How you doing, Chris Funk? Blazor component to display the token usage metrics. Nice. Like a senior dev rattling off instructions to a junior dev. That's right. And hopefully we get more of that as I level up Charlie's voice detection capabilities. I want to have this use this. I'm going to move you over there so that that's the only file. Yep. Add the display for the token use from the metrics service as a independent Blazor component so that we can reduce the size of the dashboard Razor file. You still worry about the diminishing opportunities for junior developers to cut their teeth? I completely agree, Bograt. But I think what we as an industry need to realize is that the AI is going to let us all level up significantly. The junior devs are able to do more of this and push and get more built. The senior devs are going to be able to analyze and tune and tweak and make this run better for the junior devs, as well as look at the output and make sure that it's building things with the right architecture, structure prompts correctly for reuse, build and set up different structures, and analyze and tell it how to reuse things to improve that architecture. The AI still isn't very good at systems architecture. If you direct it and tell it, hey, go build these half a dozen little microservices, it will do that. But it doesn't know how to stitch them together. It doesn't know best practices for some of those things. So it's a scenario where our industry needs to appreciate that everybody is leveling up right now. That there are massive steps in skill set that we're all realizing. So asking someone, do you know how to code in Rust? I know how to read Rust. I'm not entirely familiar with it, but I can make Copilot sling that code real nice. That'll get you somewhere. But you're going to need to learn Rust to get that job. So, so that built successfully. Cool. Okay. Where was it here? Like, enhance. Let's dictate it. No. Enhance this method so that it not only stores information about the tokens used in the database, but it also reports information about the tokens used to the .NET Aspire dashboard using the standard metrics capabilities of .NET Aspire. Period. Go ahead and use the Microsoft Learn documentation to look up any information you need about working with .NET Aspire and writing custom metrics. There we go. Codebase Alpha asks, do I think that in the end the AI will need its own programming language so that it can write optimal code, a language that will not be human readable, understandable? This is the crux of where a lot of folks' fears are coming from. Why do we need JavaScript when it's machines writing language for machines? Yeah, you might be onto something. You might be onto something. I don't think we're there. I think we're a long way off from that. But I think it's absolutely coming. So, so it added an OpenAI meter, created a counter for a bunch of the different tokens. Look at that. Response time as a histogram. Nice. Cost? Okay. And the units? Okay, okay. Like, I know how to write all of these, but... And you should actually see a video come out today of me showing you how to use all those. Where is it? Calculating the estimated cost. Yeah, up here. How's it calculating the estimated cost? Here. Cost per 1,000 tokens. Okay. Try again. What did it update? Okay. Um, I see this, and this is something that I want to add individually inside my my program CS, but that's not bad to add it here. I'm not gonna knock that. Add a method to create additional metrics. What? Here's where Claude gets a little bit, right? Gets a little bit more down in the weeds and exploring features that I didn't really ask for. So it went to build the project. Looks like it built properly. Cool. I think we're just about there. And I'm out of coffee. That was very Duke Nukem of me. And I'm all out of coffee. .NET clean, .NET build. Yeah, it worked. Quantum is a big step. My friend Candace has been investigating, learning, researching, promoting how to interact and do more with Quantum. And Quantum is going to be a massive leap in our society's use of bigger, more compelling, intriguing, sophisticated compute models. Getting out of binary and into quantum compute models is a whole mind shift that is going to make AI run a ton faster. However, we don't have a quantum compute that can do that has that capacity yet. They're still building that stuff. Yeah, all of your security measures are gone when quantum comes through here. Power sucking server farms, we don't know yet. The quantum compute it's still being invented. Like, we're not at a point. What the heck are you doing? We're not at a point where quantum compute is a thing, right? There's what, a half dozen quantum computers around the world, and folks are investing tens and hundreds of millions of dollars to build these computers, and they're not there yet. They're literally being invented. We're at the point with quantum. We're at the point in relative history where they're still inventing the integrated microchip. They're still getting there. They have the theory and connecting all the vacuum tubes in the ENIAC. They have that. But they need to get to the integrated microchip, the integrated processor, the circuit board. Those things in the world of quantum don't exist yet. Right? It's not something that you wouldn't be able to call someone and order anything quantum. And there have been magic materials, brand new materials and elements that have been discovered and manufactured. Microsoft announced last year that they discovered a brand new element that helps with building a quantum computer. So it's growing, it's happening. We're going to get there. So let me commit what I've got here, just to put that stake in the ground. Mm-hmm. Now, I should be able to... I'm going to close that because I don't think I need that anymore. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to put an underscore in the name so that it isn't So it isn't picked up here. All right. Close. Don't need the simple browser. Is it still running in the background? It is. So now if I go up here to hat analysis feature, I need to copy over. I need to copy over my Azure AI tokens. Okay. Yeah, let me .NET watch it here, and we should be able to see the tokens, the new metrics showing up on the dashboard. Well, maybe not. What do we got? Dependency may have failed to start. Yep. Environment variable. These things are missing. So until I have the keys configured, it's not going to start. Okay. Not terrible. Sure, that's fine. I don't. I clicked the button too early and now I feel bad. Ugh, what have I done? Okay, I need to come back to the main screen here in order for me to be able to load in those keys. When Quantum comes around, I retire my puny little human brain. Yeah, I firmly believe we're not going to be around. Cancel this. I can't cancel. It's interesting to me that you can't cancel things in Visual Studio Code. Yeah, source control is... Nope. Okay, now I'm getting commit. Yeah, there it goes. Okay. I need to copy in my keys for Azure OpenAI. So there's that. And they should be coming in from over here. Or not. Oh no, there they are. Oh, I need to be in Solution Explorer mode to manage user secrets. Yeah, there it is. Make sure I get these right. Okay. It generated them properly. But I can get the values. Hang on. I know this is so exciting watching me stumble around without actually seeing code. Like, I know. I get it. But I'm trying not to dox myself here, you know what I mean? There we go. I'm going to copy in my configuration my OpenAI key. And it's that. I think that's it. Get the API keys off my gunners. They're right there. You're not entirely wrong. You might be able to do that. Alright, so it's going to restart and hopefully load in right here in program extensions. The key is a secret, but the others it should load no problem. What do we got? Still failed to start. Really? Azure OpenAI endpoint, Azure OpenAI key, Azure OpenAI vision model. Do we have a disconnect between the environment variables it's passing in and what it's looking up? I bet we do. Azure OpenAI vision model. Isn't that what I... One second. Isn't that what I called that, John? Nope. Nope. Restart it. Come on. Yeah. There we go. All right. And here's my dashboard. It's blue. There's our map. Azure OpenAI token usage. Real-time metrics available on the dashboard. Here. It hasn't written anything yet, so it hasn't done it. It doesn't know how to hook up to OBS yet. So that's not going to be working right now. But I can turn back on these things. Hey, Charlie, are you out there?
I detected my designation in your speech patterns. Proceeding with superior analysis.
Yeah, that's right. There it goes repeating again. Right, and let's do one of these.
I used the stones to destroy the stones. I used your code to destroy your code. The irony is not lost on me.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm almost there on getting the hat analysis working again over here. There's still more to build about it. I'm going to take some time and do that later. I actually have some things that I need to do to get ready for our workshop on Friday. So I'm going to end the stream there for today. Let's just commit, yep. Get that config named properly and push that up. And we will call it a stream right there. Yeah, workshop on Friday. You saw some of the new features of the Charlie chatbot today. There's more that I have planned. There's other secrets and things and Easter eggs out there that are going to be coming online here, and that you'll be able to discover and play with and have a good time with over the next few streams. So it's been a lot of fun, but I have some other tasks I need to get to. So let me see who else is streaming on the big Twitch TV network that I can get you connected to that might be doing something fun. If you're watching on YouTube, I've got lots of other great videos over here and down there if you want to check them out and see and learn a little bit more. I want to make sure that I raid Visual Studio right now because they are talking about why folks don't use minimal APIs. So let me get you connected with our friends Dan Roth and Damian Edwards are over there. Have a fantastic rest of your day wherever you might be. I wish you good health and good coding. Take care. Oh yeah, hit the end button. Hit the end button, Fritz.